Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. If you want 2 free stocks, Webull is going to give you 2 free stocks when you open a new Webull brokerage account. Put at least 1 penny in that brokerage account. They're going to give you 2 free stocks valued up to $3,300. So after this video, I want you to go to the description box of the video. Click on that Webull link, open up your new brokerage account, put you at least 1 penny in it, and you're going to get that free stock and you're going to get free money. In today's video, I want to talk with you guys about 10 ways to make money by not spending money in 2022. You guys often hear me say that the #1 tool to building wealth is income. The second biggest tool you have is how you use that income. And these 10 ways I'm going to share with you today. If you don't use your money on these 10 things, you will build wealth. #1, lottery tickets. $225 a year is what the average person spends on lottery tickets. Now, guys, the Powerball is something that we would all love to hit. But unfortunately, the statistics are against us. You have 300 million to 1 odds of winning the Powerball. You're more likely to get hit by lightning twice in the same spot before you actually would win the Powerball. So that $225 that you may be spending on lottery tickets every year, take that money and start investing it in assets that will build your wealth. Assets like the stock market, specifically S&P 500 ETFs. The second thing I would caution you on spending your money on in 2022 is a new car. Guys, we don't need a new car. We need dependable transportation. There's a big difference, right? You shouldn't be spending more than 10% of your take-home pay on your car payment monthly. So if your take-home pay is $3,000 per month, then you shouldn't be paying no more than $300 a month for your car loan payment. So what I'm telling you is, if we're out here buying new cars and they're more than 10% of our take-home pay, then guys, we're making the manufacturers of those cars and the dealerships that sell them rich and wealthy. We're not making ourselves rich and wealthy. So do not be buying new cars. Do not buy a car that's going to have a monthly payment more than 10% of your take-home pay. I think if you go out and find you a dependable car that can get you from A to B, that's where you want to be. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Certainly, it shouldn't be a brand new car. You buy a brand new car when you are in a position where you've built your assets and your assets can pay for that car. If you're not at that point, you shouldn't be buying brand new cars, and you should only be buying cars that are just dependable to get you from A to B, and you shouldn't be spending more than 10% of your take-home pay on a monthly basis for that car. The third thing you shouldn't be spending money on in 2022 is going to be credit card interest. The average person in America spends about $1,200 per year on credit card interest. And credit card interest comes from what? You making purchases with your credit card and not paying those balances off every single month to zero. So when you carry a balance, the credit card companies force interest on you. The average interest rate is around 18%, guys. So $1,200 may not seem like a lot of money, but it is. It's a lot of money, especially when you haven't gotten yourself to the point where you build enough assets to generate $1,200 a month, right? So stop spending money on things that you don't need and that you can't afford, and stop paying credit card interest. The fourth thing you shouldn't be spending your money on in order to make money in 2022 is designer clothes. The average household in America spends about $1,800 a year on just basic clothes. When you throw in designer clothes, that doubles. It's around $3,600 a year on designer clothes plus basic clothes. Guys, that's too much money we're spending on clothes, right? Of course, clothing is an essential thing we need in order to function in this society. We got to be clothed, right? We can't walk around naked. But you don't have to be buying designer clothes, and you don't have to be buying an overabundance of clothes. And I think sometimes that's where we head up, right? We head in that direction. Obviously, the statistics say we do spend too much money on clothes, because it's my opinion, you shouldn't be spending $1,800 or $3,600 a year on clothes. Again, if you haven't built your wealth, if you're not investing in assets to build wealth that can get you to a point where your assets can pay for those designer clothes, then you shouldn't be buying them. And again, guys, the only people we're making rich are the people who are designing these clothes and selling them. They're the ones we're making rich. We're not making ourselves rich. We're making them rich when we spend $1,800 or $3,600 on designer clothes. So we need to stop that. Redirect that money to build assets for yourself. The fifth thing that we shouldn't be spending money on to make money in 2022 is no get-rich-quick courses, right? We shouldn't be on the internet listening to these people on whether it be YouTube, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Twitter, whether it be TikTok, Instagram. We shouldn't be buying any of these get-rich-quick courses, right? Here's a little tip. Anybody that's selling you those types of courses, guess what? They probably haven't built their wealth based on what they're trying to teach you. The way they're building their wealth is you paying for that course, that's putting money in their pocket. Now, I'm not condemning everybody on the internet that sells courses or financial courses. What I'm telling you guys is when you hear people on here telling you, hey, pay $500 for this course and next week you're going to be making $5,000 doing X. Guys, come on. That's not realistic. And we're paying too much money on these get-rich-quick courses. We're making these people rich. And again, these people are not rich because they actually utilize what they're trying to teach you. They're rich because you are paying them. Enough people pay them for the course. That's how they get rich. So that's number 5. Let's stay away from these get-rich-quick courses. The sixth thing that will keep you from building wealth and keep you from making money is spending money on cable and streaming services. The average household in America spends $275 per month, guys, on cable and streaming services. Guys, that's like $3,300 a year. That's way too much money, especially, like I said, if we haven't gotten to the point where we're investing consistently and building our wealth so that at some point we'll create enough assets, net worth that will generate enough income to pay for our lifestyle, then we certainly shouldn't be spending $3,300 per year on cable and streaming services. Again, guys, that's $3,300 you could be putting in investments like the S&P 500 ETF, getting you 8, 10, 15% return, making yourself wealthy, or taking that $3,300 and making the cable providers and these streaming providers, you're just making them wealthy, guys. That's all we're doing, right? So we need to redirect that $3,300 to make ourselves rich. Number 7, coffee and coffee type beverages that we purchase at places like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's and all these other places that make it so convenient for us to get our cup of coffee, right? Or our espresso or our tea, whatever we drink, these places make it super convenient, right? The problem is the average person spends about $1,100 per year on these things, coffee and tea. When, guys, come on, that's crazy. You can go buy coffee from the grocery store and make it yourself at home for about 10 cents a cup. Why would we be spending $1,100 per year at places like Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and all these other places I mentioned? Guys, we're only making these companies wealthy. That's all we're doing. We're not making ourselves wealthy by spending $1,100 per year on coffee and tea. Guys, we got to stop that. We got to redirect those dollars into investments that are going to build our wealth. And number 8 thing we spend money on that will not make us any money and will make somebody else wealthy is eating out. The average American household spends about $3,000 per year eating out. That's right, $3,000 per year eating out. Again, guys, that's $3,000 we could be taking and putting in investments that are going to build our wealth. Instead, a lot of us are taking that $3,000 and we're putting it in somebody else's future and making them wealthy and making them rich, right? That's exactly what we're doing. So guys, go to the grocery store, put a list together first, then go to the grocery store and buy your groceries there. Bring them home, cook them. Stop spending $3,000 a year eating out, making somebody else wealthy. The 9th thing that I would recommend you not spend money on in order to make money is don't spend money on apps. Now, I know smartphones, our tablets, our laptops, our desktops, all of these convenient things we have to give us access to everything. Guess what? What we're spending a lot of money on is apps. Whether it be dating apps, fitness apps, financial apps, relationship apps, what do you call these apps where you pay and they put you to sleep at night? Those type of guys, that's just ridiculous, right? We're spending way too much money on apps when, guys, we just got to stop that. Again, we're just making somebody else wealthy. Every time we take $1 and we spend it on an app, we're making whoever owns that app richer and we're making ourselves poor. So keep in mind, it's great to have all these things to keep us connected to the world. But when we're starting to use them to buy things that we really don't need, then it really defeats the purpose of us trying to get ourselves the financial freedom. It keeps us from financial freedom. The 10th thing, guys, that keeps us from financial freedom, it keeps us from making more money, right, is giving money out that we really don't have to family. Now, I love my family. I love my family to life. And I know you love your family to life. But let's keep in mind, if we're giving money away to family members that we really don't have, or we're taking money away from our financial freedom fund or investing activities to give money to family that we really shouldn't be doing, then we got to stop that, right? Now, don't get me wrong. There are times where we got to step up to the plate and help our family out when it's the appropriate time. But I will tell you, and you guys know this, family will take advantage of us if they believe we got the money, and they will always come to us to get money. Why? Because they feel like we got it. They'll use the family thing against us. We feel bad, and then all of a sudden we done gave them $500 that we should have been really putting in an ETF, or we should have been saving for our emergency fund. Whatever it is, all I'm telling you guys is be careful with giving out your money to friends and family when you shouldn't be. Telling you guys you have to build your wealth if you're going to take control of your financial freedom. If you're going to take control of your financial destiny, You gotta be in a position where you have assets that create passive income. If you don't have assets that create passive income, somebody else is in control of your financial destiny. Whoever that is paying you, they control your financial destiny. And that's not where you want to be. Well, guys, those are the 10 things that I believe we can make money by not spending money on those 10 things. Drop me some comments and let me know what you think about the video. If you haven't gotten those 2 free stocks, click on that link down in the description box, and Webull is going to give you 2 free stocks when you open a new Webull brokerage account. Put 1 penny in it. They're going to give you 2 free stocks valued up to $3,300. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. And I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace. Today's video is sponsored by my company, RF Financial Consulting. And in my company, I work with individuals just like you through financial mentoring and coaching sessions. And in those 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you get to your financial freedom, whether it be through real estate investing, stock market investing, creating additional streams of income, credit card arbitrage, or starting and growing a business. If that's something that you might be interested in, there's an email address in the description box of the video. Send me an email and let's discuss if I'm the right fit for you.